I was born in Hancock County. I grew up on the family farm. This is where my dad grew up here. And my family was actually lived in Colorado and then Texas, and they moved back to Ohio in the late 70s. I came along a few years later. In 1983 I was born, and after I was born, my dad came in and told my mom, hey, we got to name him Clay, because we came back here to the farm. This is part of the farm. This is the part of the soil here. We got to name him Clay. So that's how I was had the name Clay. Growing up here on the family farm, this is a very special place for me. And I know some people, if you asked them, what do you see around here, they would probably say, I see a whole lot of nothing. Other people would probably say, well, I see some corn growing, I see some beans growing, but that's about it. But for me, being back here and seeing and being back here at the farm, what I see is the row of trees of windbreaks that my dad planted when I was a kid. He planted those trees. I see farm ground that's been in my family here for 3 generations that has provided for us. I see where I used to run around as a kid and up at the barn, and there was a basketball court in there, and going on a slip and slide down the hill, playing out in the yard, doing all of those things growing up on a farm. And it's just a really special place for me, and a place that I still call home. Growing up, I have 2 older sisters and an older brother. My dad's a Lutheran pastor, my mom's a social worker, and I think they instilled in all of us a great sense of faith and of social justice. And I think that's one of the reasons that I became an attorney, was to bring that kind of social justice and to be able to help those people that can't help themselves. I'm a fairly big guy now, but growing up, I was always one of the smallest kids in my class. I wasn't even 5 feet tall until I was a freshman in high school. And so growing up, people and friends and certain guys, they would pick on me for being small. And that's just, something I remember, and something that it kind of stayed with me as I got older, and as I got bigger, that didn't happen. And I realized that it wasn't right, and I just had that sense of helplessness at the time. The disputes that happen as in elementary school and middle school and high school that are kind of settled out on the playground, those are settled in courts as adults. And that's the arena where disputes are settled and people need representation and where arguments are decided. And that really kind of what drove me to go to law school at that time. And it's something that I kind of bring with me today as an attorney, that I want to be able to represent those people that I see that maybe be bullied, maybe they're picked on within the judicial system. There's people that don't understand what's going on and they can get taken advantage of. And to be able to be an attorney and to be able to help those people and be in that position is something that I really take pride in. With the kind of values that have been instilled in me growing up here on a farm and having that sense of community and that sense of social justice, that's something that I think has been melded together with me as my profession now as an attorney. And it's really given me a great opportunity to represent those people that need help and need someone on their side to represent them.